in the podcast, which you might have seen. If you haven't seen, check it out right now. I'll talk about some of the demos and trials that I'm playing. Only problem is I didn't finish all of them before the podcast, so I thought I'd play them now and review them and give them about like a star rating out of 10. Sound good? Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. Let's do that. Let's do it right now. So your first example of games that I've played before the podcast is PID, and this is PID. It's exactly like I explained it to me. These are the sort of games that we played when we were at school. Side-scrollers, pretty much, and you have to try and figure out how to get through challenges. For instance, I had to duck to get through that little bit. There's no way to get through that door, so I've got to figure out how to get through the door and stuff like that. You've got your basic jump, and there's no other buttons, to be honest. Quite basic, but still, pretty cool. You've got your all your different challenges, and obviously, because I didn't wait, that didn't pop up. But if I did wait, press triangle. That's how that challenge is solved. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept, I suppose, to play a game. A way to play a game, you know, because everything, and now I've just received the beam, and pressing square fires the beam. And I've got to collect the stars and get to the next area, which is up there. And it depends in what order you want to do them, and it also depends the way you play the game a lot. For instance, if I want to just carry on to the next bit, get to a beam, get all the way further up, and carry on the rest of the level. If I want to collect the stars, obviously that's just going to take a little bit more time. You just shoot a beam and collect the stars. It's pretty basic as a game, to be honest, and I think that that's a good thing. Some people, me included, maybe, miss this style of game. You know, we've got really high-tech games. 2 beams can be active at the same time. Don't need it. Need it there, maybe. And that's how you finish the level. You know, some people might say they've missed it, you know, but to me this is more of a PC game. When I used to play it as a kid, a couple of years ago, at school. As that's saying there, beams can go horizontally. Basically, your beams go on any wall, in any direction. Like that one will go diagonally. So you get what you get out of it. If you like these sort of games, then you'll really enjoy this game. If you are more into more action-packed games, you probably won't like this as much. But to me, it's co-op friendly, this game. In fact, there is a version of the game where you can play it as co-op. And I think that that would be a better way to play this game, is co-op. But that's what I thought of PID. See, now Planets Under Attack, to me, is very boring. Yeah. See, now Planets Under Attack is boring to me. You are on a ship, obviously, and you've got to go and attack planets. You can select the difficulty. I'm going to go medium, just to make it a little bit easier. I've already done this one before, and it comes up with your best results. He'll tell you the rest, pretty much. Basically, I've got to attack planets to take them over. You can upgrade your planets by pressing L1 and upgrade, or holding L1, upgrade, holding L1 and upgrade. You can defend your planet, you can, I don't know, it seems really boring. It seems like they've tried to make a game that is pretty easy. You know, they've tried to make, well, I say it's going to be pretty easy. It's probably not as easy as I make it out it's going to be. You know, I think they've tried to make a child's game, basically. A game that children are going to be tempted to buy, tempted to play. And, well, it's probably good for that. You're under attack. Yeah, under attack. I know. I am trying to defend my planet. It's not my fault, my ships are shit. I'm just going to go and attack that one now. And that'll pretty much end the level. These are tutorial levels as well, so they are pretty easy anyway. But to me, if they're trying to make a game that's aimed at children, which if this game is not aimed at children, God help humanity, because this is not a game that interests me. It's really boring. And if they are trying to make a game that's pretty easy for kids, then, you know, they've got Ratchet and Clank already for this sort of genre, you know, the alien genre. You can play as different races, like robots, and then you've got the humans, and I think this is a different race, but I'm not sure. But to be honest, I don't even want to play anymore, because this isn't exciting me at all. How they've turned this into a whole long game, I'm not sure. Maybe this is another PC sort of game, and I wouldn't recommend it. I'll say that again. Jetpack Joyride is again another game I just play on the computer. As you can see, it's got a Facebook button. That's making me hope that maybe this is just a Facebook game and they've tried to branch it out onto this to get some more publicity. But to me, it's not as wonderful as... It's fun. It's a fun game, and I'll show you why. You know, it's... Basically, you've got to get from one side to the other for as long as you can. And collect coins on the way. Not get attacked by things. Dodge. But this is pretty much it. This is the whole game. I missed all of those. I missed that as well? Nope. You get different upgrades. You can buy upgrades as well. Different clothings, different costumes, different jetpacks, different everything. Luckily for me, I was wearing a suit there. But this is pretty much it for the whole game. I haven't got this far before, that's why I'm being a bit quiet here. But, you know, to me this is another one of those games where it's good for a little bit, but I can't see it being like a full game. Especially for the PS3, maybe like a Facebook game. Maybe that's what maybe that's what I'm hoping that's what this is. Because, you know, you don't even have to dodge. That's the only thing you've got to dodge. And it gets more difficult just the further you get along, as I've just proved. But, you know, it wasn't too difficult, and then you just play again. You've got some stash, and this is what I was talking about. You can upgrade things, vehicle upgrades, awards and stuff like this. You can upgrade your stuff. Even that's really expensive, you know? So, yeah. Stick to Facebook with this one. Now, I've had to do a bit of research before I could talk about the new Oddworld Munch's Odyssey game. Because we were talking about it on the podcast, and I said that there hadn't been one for a while. Turns out the last game released was 2005. So this has been in the making for a while. And I want to punch him. And some people may argue that's a good thing. Some people may argue that I should really read these. Ah, okay, that makes sense. So.
Okay, little elbow grease, guys.
That's pretty cool. Some people will argue that...
Hey, what's happening? Hey, what's happening?
There we go. Some people will argue that it's been long enough. Some people would argue that it should never have come back, I suppose.
You better stay here. Yeah, whatever. Okay, little elbow grease, guys. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, there we go. See, it's the game has been around for a while, but it does a good job of
Yeah, you always say that.
but it does a good job of reminding you why everyone loved this game. You can do the backstory. You can sit and listen to the backstory if you wish to. I haven't done that. And then it gives you a little bit of a heart, and that's what I think is great about this game so far. I mean, I haven't finished the game. I haven't finished the demo. This is me still playing the demo. And the game it's pretty cool, to be honest. it's definitely a homage. Is that the word? Wait, just wondering what that'd do if you stood on one. You can die. Good to know. It's definitely a homage. I struggle with that word, to the original game. The way the game used to be, even the camera angles, it makes it difficult to walk. The camera angles of this. There we go. And it's very much, you've just got to advance, and it gives you, the game right from the beginning gave you a lot of heart. It showed you, I think, maybe not, but it showed you where the last game left off, and then, you know, why you are playing this game, the new one. It gives you a lot of what you've got to do to begin with. Like, Munch has been kidnapped and now we've got to save him, and that's the point of this game. That's the point of this game, pretty much. Oh, this is where I died last time. I'm a ninja. And I think that because of that, it's a really good game. It's got the potential to be a really good game. Am I going to buy it? I don't know. I was never a huge fan of the Oddworld franchise. But if you did enjoy Oddworld when it first came out, I'd say that this is definitely one to at least try, because at the minute, from what I remember of one of my best friends used to absolutely love this game. Of what I remember of him playing it, this is very similar. And I think that loads of people will enjoy this game. So, if you enjoy Oddworld, go out and get it. Or at least try the demo. If you don't, please yourself, but I'm not sure I'd bother if you didn't really enjoy the game to begin with. So, this is the new Metal Gear game. Demo, obviously. I say obviously, you probably don't know this, I'm not a huge fan of this game. Most huge franchises I was never a huge fan of. I never really played. Like Oddworld was the last one that I was just talking about. I've never really played that. I've never really played this either. The graphics look great on this game. Everything looks pretty smooth and slick. Even the controls, they're pretty smooth and slick, which I was surprised with this sort of game. I thought that would be one of the things that would be really difficult. To sort of catch up on everything I've learned on this. Clearly, since the last game, our main character, Raiden, I think his name is, his or her name, I think they wear high heels, which is interesting, has had a huge reboot, I guess. I don't know what happened in the last game, but since that game, I'll bring it into the light so you can see it a little bit better. We've turned into a huge cyborg, pretty much. We've had loads of upgrades, loads of things happen that sort of help us, in a way. I mean, I know pretty much most of it's new to the game and the character, because the character is reacting strange to it all. Yep, yeah, buddy. See, that was pretty smooth, I feel, anyway. The gameplay of that, the attack, was really, really smooth. It's really easy to just, like, I've never played the series before in my life, and it's been really easy to just pick up and play. To me, the AR references are definitely helping in that sense, but to me, this game is very much, well, I say very much, it's,
What are you doing here? This area is off limits.
What the hell just happened there? The game is a lot like, what the hell is going on? The game is a lot like, oh my god, what is happening? Well, I'm dead. I'm not good at this game. I'm not good at these sort of games at all. The game, to me, though, is a lot like the Deus Ex series. Both Oddworlds, apart from Deus Ex, is more like Hitman. It's very sneaky, skulky round, and you kill when you need to. This is more an action-packed, high adrenaline sort of game, and I think that is why the series carried on for as long as it has. I think that if this is the same as Oddworld, you know, this is like the next instalment, and if you have played the originals, this is going to be a good game for you. You're going to enjoy this game as much as you did the other ones, I think. Unless you've played the other ones and you sat there watching me play this and thinking, oh my god, this looks awful. Then maybe you're good God almighty. Then perhaps you won't enjoy it as much as the other ones. But to me, this is especially if you've never played it before as well, because I haven't, this is a pretty good instalment to just pick up and play, because it's explained the past to me, it's explaining what's going on and why this character is the way it is. So in that sense, I think it's a pretty good game. I hope you've enjoyed this review that I've done of... Oh shit. The review I've done of these demos that I've been playing. And if you've been interested, go out and get them. Leave your comments, leave your reviews, leave everything you feel of the games, everything you feel of how I've explained them. And I'll talk to you again in a bit.